Hello YouTube, welcome back. You haven't missed much. Only a dragonfly. Oh, wow. I mean, no one's actually seen it yet, but they'll see it later. You won't, you're watching on YouTube. Anyway, let's get on to Dark Souls. I better pick up my pad. I'm not going to get very far without that. Right, Dark Souls it is. Duh. Right. Let's see, what have we got? 121 hours of Dark Souls. And 51 minutes. We only need 9 more minutes. Not even that. There's 3 seconds shaved off of that. And I'm hitting 122 hours. Somehow I feel like it's a little bit too much. It's such an enormous slice of my life. Oh. But soon I will complete Dark Souls. And I will be free. I will be free, and then I'll be ensnared by XCOM. And I'll be cursing its name just as resoundingly as I'm cursing Dark Souls. Nonetheless. There we are. So, straight in. Well, speedrun might be a little bit bold, Eddie. I'm, as we've discussed before on this stream, I am not a speedrunner, and thoroughly incapable of doing it in any way. I mean, if I attempted to do a speedrunner, it would have to be some kind of a speedrunner. If I attempted to do a speedrun, it would have to be some kind of ironic hipster thing, because, you know, well, it just wouldn't be fast. So in we go. We're getting there. We're heading off there. Up to Daisy. Are we getting lag? Is there mad laggage? That's not good. Oh, actually, I should probably shut down the Twitch app on my phone. I was surveying the other streams. Like some kind of researcher. Like someone who's taking this seriously almost. I better not do that. That would be fatal. There we go. Goodbye. All the crazy apps on my phone sucking up internet bandwidth. Even Twitch. Which, by the way, you can follow me on this address. Address? I don't know, you don't have a Twitch address, do you? You've got a Twitch name, it's different. Whatevers. 122 hours does seem like a long time though. Although, I can console myself at least that I got to Gwyn, ready to beat him. Sorry if I'm dishing out any spoilers for people, but I mean, you're watching a Dark Souls, you're watching somebody play Dark Souls on the internet, you're probably going to get spoilers. This is a bad thing to do if you're trying to be spoiler free. That's what I'm saying. Prismatic orbs. Okay. Sorry, I'm PvP episodes. Oh, Chrysalis. Blimey. Oh, actually, I can't do any PvP at the moment because my Xbox Live Gold account lapsed, and apparently that is required because I linked it to an account that had Xbox Live Gold. Apparently I need that still to fight. Hello, Forged Metal. How many attempts will this be? What, at this boss? At Manus? Attempts unnumbered. How many stars are in the sky? What lies beyond the horizon of the observable universe? These are the kinds of questions you're asking. I mean, they are of a thing. Uh-oh. Okay, so actually this is not the weakest opening. Oh dear. At least he didn't get me for the triple shot. We can be glad of that. That's just as soon as I start seeing some kind of hope, just as soon as I start saying, hey, this ain't so bad, I get pounded, I get pummeled, my world is rocked. I'm noticing you. I'm noticing you, Tyler. It's going so fast. Here we go. If you... I've already killed Artorias, unfortunately, so, oh well, it's way more than 5 tries. 5 tries is what I would consider to be an amazing performance against the boss. Although I have one-shotted 1 or 2 bosses, but, you know, that's not normal. That's outrageous. Those are the outlying cases, not common acts. Are we ready? Are we ready? We're getting past this guy? Straight into his big friend. But oh well, doesn't matter. I'm still alive. That's what counts. As long as I get to the boss gate, I get to fight Manus. Of course, you mustn't take anything for granted. It happens often enough that I don't make it to Manus. Pardon me. There's one of those terrible thick burps that refuses to come up, sitting in my upper chest at the moment. I apologise for all the gurning and throat clearing and weird noises I make. Prismatic orbs. Just ignore it when I say that. If you weren't there, you weren't there, man. Under 9,000 runs. I would suggest, based that it is under 9,000 runs. I don't think I've even done 9,000 runs against all the combined bosses, including Ormstein and Smaug, who... Oh, man. Some of you haven't seen Ormstein and Smaug and my epic 9-hour attempt retrieval to defeat them. I mean, Ormstein and Smaug definitely rank as the #1 most difficult bosses for me in the entire game so far. Artorius was a comparative cakewalk. I strutted through his gatto. What on earth does that mean? I have played plenty of Skyrim, several hundred. In fact, before any monsters get aggroed, I'm quickly going to check my Skyrim playtime, just for your edification. I've had 113 hours of Skyrim, but unfortunately I hit a game-stopping bug. Jesus Christ, no. Skyrim with Dark Souls combat. How long would it be? They've got so much content in that game. Admittedly, a lot of it is sort of very similar to each other, but there's so much content in the game. You'd take forever to get anywhere. I mean, this game is, you know, it's big enough, but compared to the size of the world in Skyrim, it's teeny weeny. Actually, there is probably some kind of comparative diagram out there in Google land. I believe I've seen an illustration showing the relative sizes of game worlds. If anyone wants to do a bit of Googling, feel free to post the link in the chat. You know, I'd be interested to see that. Of course, I'm not going to see it, but other people might want to look at it. I'm playing the game. If I suddenly stop and start staring at web pages, looking at comparative diagrams displaying how the sizes of games worlds vary, I would probably be a lot less interesting to watch. Although I'm not entirely sure what it is that's interesting about this whole thing. At least I was 2 or 3 attempts deep this time before I got a kill on the way. 303 hours. Oh man, the chat's going so fast tonight. I'm just sort of glancing over. I'm sorry if I don't manage to hold a cogent conversation. Although after last night's very intimate little session with a small number of people in the chat, the chat went into all sorts of abominable places. If you're under 18 and thinking of watching episodes probably 51 through to 54, or that's this one actually, episode 53 on YouTube, be aware that you might want to do it while your parents are not in the room. Because, oh god, there was something wrong with me last night. Anyway, I'm rambling again. I'm babbling. Not really, oh, here we go. So, you know what my problem is? I spend too long doing I do 2 of 3 things, where the third thing that I should be doing is concentrating on playing Dark Souls. But instead of that, I'm often glancing over at the chat and trying to read up and see what's going on. Oh my god, the chunky nuts here. Howdly doodly. Haven't seen you around on the stream for a while. Hope you enjoyed tonight. Pardon me, that won't happen again. Ah! How is that guy being a problem now? Retrieval, followed up swiftly by a quick prismatic orbs. Do I have the pendant? Well, let's take a look. It sounds like something I might have picked at the beginning. I think I picked a pendant. You've got to pick a pendant or two, boys. You've got to pick a pendant or two. Pendant. There you go. Right, where are we? Let's get cracking. Enough staring at menus. We must get into the meat of the game. We must swing the sword and have it cleave bits off of Okay, maybe it won't cleave bits off of them. They look kind of incorporeal, insubstantial. I suppose technically you could use third-person combat like this. Actually, I get your point. You weren't saying you want Skyrim to be as hard as Dark Souls. By the way, I'm talking to Kiezu about this because he was mentioning it earlier. So if you've just turned up and wondering why I'm suddenly saying Skyrim and Dark Souls in the same breath, oh bollocks, I didn't S this. But I did roll at the right time. Yeah, that's it. Ah, crackles. I'm in trouble. Oh man. Get away from that wall. No, too early. They've always too early with the roll. I say always. Often. Mostly. Commonly too early with the roll. That was a good roll though. That one. No, I went for 2 hits. Greed will kill me. Didn't kill me. That's interesting. Boom. Alrighty. Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. Gets it, that's it. Okay, I didn't need to do that roll. That was superfluous rolling. Unnecessary in the grand scheme of things. Can I get him with a big old? Nah, he's too far away. Uh-oh. Damn it. So close yet so far. And actually, no, I'm not close. I'm not close at all. I've only hit him a few times. Looking at his health bar, it's practically intact. Figgins. Something's... Ah! Okay, I'm sorry. I'm neglecting the chat right now, but... God. Chrysalis, you distracted me. That pop-up made me miss an opportunity to hit. Never mind, I shouldn't admonish you. It's not your fault for wanting to load up a bit of old DS. Whatevs. You keep swinging, mate. I'm having none of it. Oh, this is the traditional drubbing that comes after me suddenly saying, I'm having none of it. I say it, and immediately I just start taking big old stacks of damage. Although that wasn't so bad. Poop! Stamina management. Oh. Bomb, I say. Let's have a catch up on the chat here. Yeah, I know, Eddie, I should be able to defeat the bosses while looking at the chat. I should be able to make my eyes go in 2 different directions, so one of them can just constantly remain on the chat, and the other one can remain on the game. Evil plan, eh? Morrowind. I loved Morrowind. I had it on the original Xbox. That was... Why did they choose to call it the Xbox One? That's such a pain in the arse. It makes everybody have to sit there and like explain which Xbox they mean. Anyway. Sorry, I nearly went down a Warhammer rabbit hole there. I ended up watching a load of Warhammer videos today. Oh my goodness. What's going wrong with me? Yes, but Morrowind, very good. I enjoyed it. Something special about the silver pendant. Is that going to be useful down here? I feel pretty good about tips right now. I mean, I was saying previously, you know, no spoilers. Well, I still say no spoilers, but no story spoilers. But hints, tips, strategies, you know, little, funky little Easter eggs. Anything that'll get this damn game finished a little bit quicker. That's what I want. Although I may miss it in the chat tonight because it's going like the clappers. So many people waving so many fingers over so many keyboards. I suppose that's all cool. I'm not going to turn people away. Certainly not. That would be most uncouth of me. Terribly rude. I don't know. I don't know if Morrowind. I find going back to games, unless they're very sort of simple, basic games, you know, like your Pac-Man type thing and all that kind of stuff, they really don't stand up as well against other things. I mean, obviously, if the game is, it's more of a, I think it's a graphics thing. Sometimes I just can't forgive really old graphics unless they're hyper stylized and, you know, not attempting any sort of realism. I even found going back and playing Day of the Tentacle a bit of a struggle, and that's not that bad looking. I see. And how would one go about using this item? Just put it in the hot slots and, oh, pardon me, press X. Oh god, I didn't, oh no! Too busy trying to learn from another source when I should have been learning from experience. Oh! Now that's what we call a shit run. I'm going to blame it on these trousers. I think I've put the wrong trousers on. These are my partners, I think, because they're made of some kind of stretchy material. I'm pretty sure I don't own any elasticated jeans. Nonetheless, you know, they do the job of covering my rude parts and keeping me warm, so let's keep them on for now. I'm not going to run off and change my trousers midstream, not unless I shit myself, which I hope won't happen. Okay. Oh, actually, stop for a second. Stop! Think! Scoundrel, come on. You've just been given some advice. Take it. Let's try the hot slot. Oh, even though there's probably been more advice since that tells me how to use it and I'm doing it wrong. But, bum to it. Bum, 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 I say. Oh, it was in here before, wasn't it? Huh. Maybe not. It doesn't go in there. Okay. So... Found the illusory wall in the Ulasil township. I found... Did I? I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch the YouTube videos, and that's like, well, 121 hours. God. I mean, if I hadn't been there and done it, I would go back and watch it, but obviously someone else has to do that and figure it out for me. Oh my god, the chat is going like the clappers. I'm gonna have to get an actual live mod at this rate. Right, anyway, enough of this. If I don't have the right pendant, then I don't have the right pendant, but I could have sworn... Yeah, a pendant. Use item drop. I wonder on the origin of the phrase going like the clappers. I don't know what it means. I just use it, mindlessly repeating phrases I've heard. It's probably not a good idea. Okay, so we're in. Whoa, whoa, whoa! There's got to be a good strategy game on the Mac. Oh, heavens to Betsy, that was a close one. We nearly had a death there, but this time I've managed to evade it. The Grim Reaper has no hold on me. I slipped through his bony fingers like sand. Civ 5's good. You can play that on the old. Oh. He denied me any booty that could have been mine. Prismatic orbs. Bananas. There's a very... just glancing over at the chat tonight, I'm seeing a very varied array of things people are talking about. Bananas, games on Mac. My goodness. What a spectrum. What a conversational spectrum. What kind of rainbow is this? pardon me, lots of potassium in bananas and radiation. If you eat enough bananas, if you eat enough radiation, retrieval. If you eat enough bananas, you can actually give yourself real problems with radiation. Or so I have heard. That does sound like a bad fact, but I believe I heard it from a reputable source. Ooh! Blah! A banana is ripe with millimorts. Damn it! Stop trying to think about things to say in chat. Concentrate on the game, and then you'll beat Manus. Pfft. We hope. Banana allergy. That doesn't sound good. I have to say, I like bananas themselves, but I'm not a fan of banana flavoured things. I don't like the old banana milkshakes. Although the exception to that was a rather nice antibiotic, however you want to pronounce the word, but a medicine that I used to get as a child if ever I was ill. It tasted of bananas, and that was really nice. Which is probably, I mean, they mean well when they make children's medicine taste nice, but that's a bad idea. That's a bad thing to say. Medicine shouldn't taste nice, especially not for kids, because they'll go, oh, I like that, and like me when I was a child, pull their little red tractor up against the chest of drawers where the medicine bottles kept out of reach, climb up, unscrew the pathetic child-proof cap, I was about 6, and then glug a whole bottle of Calpol and have to go to the hospital and get my stomach pumped. You see, that's what you get for making kids' medicines tasty. Inadvertently suicidal children. Prismatic orbs! And trapped banana cupcakes. I have to say, you know, if like the CIA or whatever are wanting to assassinate someone, they must all high-five in the office when they find out someone's got a serious allergy. They're like, all we got to do is get a peanut in his dinner and he's fucked! I don't know. Maybe they're more reserved than that. I don't know if maybe CIA agents sitting in smoky rooms around dark tables with their faces in the shadows don't high-five. Maybe they'll just go, kill him. I don't know. I've never been in a clandestine CIA meeting. Well, I'm not aware of having been in one. Who knows? Maybe there was one going on right next to me one time and I never knew. I don't know why they'd be holding them in the sort of outer London area. You'd think they'd have offices and stuff. I believe they do in Langley, Virginia? Who knows? Well, they do. And probably any Americans watching. Or people who are interested in spy fiction. Or true spy stories. I don't know. Take your pick. Damn! See, I keep mentioning the CIA. It's a subtle trick. I'm trying to get myself on an NSA watch list, so there's always somebody from the NSA watching, and that's one more viewer luring in the rest of you. My dirty secrets are out. Well, I don't know how much of a medicine alcohol is, but it's certainly enjoyable in the right dosage, of course. MI5. I think the people who do it for the UK are actually GCHQ, but they're all work together. They've got that Five Eyes system set up that Kim.com's been going on about. Whoa! I knew that fall wasn't going to be fatal, but for a moment my heart fluttered and I was like, oh shit, another ignominious, embarrassing death in front of tens of people. Not even tens, 10. But yeah, it's good enough. So many new faces. I'm going to have to come up with more custom intros, and I'm already behind on the custom intros. Maybe I'll have to just put in double time and start composing them midstream. I sit here looking at all the names. I have to say, Tyler, you haven't got the easiest name to compose one for it. It's like a real name. There's no handle. Although I might have done yours already, I'm not sure. I'll have to check. Bacon, yum. I had eggs for dinner. Prismatic orbs. Wow, I got all the way down. Oh, rip. I'm just too lazy. That's the problem. That's the problem. I haven't done anybody's new custom intros, so don't be put out. You'll be in the next batch. I swear it. That's quite right, yes. I actually did have... Oh, you have one, sorry. That's alright then, I'm ahead. I'm ahead of the game. There's one less I've got to do. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I just assumed that the number after your name was like at least close to your birth year. Although to me it seems outrageously recent to be anyone's birthday. I mean, wow. I'm an oldster. Compared to most of the people on YouTube, I'm fucking Methuselahan. Ah! And I have the reflexes of Methuselah. Vegan bacon? My little open letter to all vegetarians and vegans. Sausages, burgers and bacon are made of fucking meat. It's just the way it is. Make up new exciting foods for me to eat. You know, I eat vegetarian food all the time because it's nice. Don't go thinking you have to have sausages. You don't. You're not eating meat anymore, remember? It's all cool to just not have sausages. Why do you have to have sausages? Anyway, that's my little rant over. Although I must admit, I do love having a full normal burger. I say normal burger, beef or hamburger, lamb burger even. You know, whatever kind of meat you make into the burger is irrelevant, but you put it with another one of those sort of mixed veggie burgers, ooh, and they make a perfect complement to one another. Delicious. Delightful. Overwhelmingly lovely. Where it? There we go. We're in. Oh, somebody else is around here using some sort of magic. Prismatic orbs. Oh my goodness, how long have we been going? Half an hour? This is the reverse of the stream when Jay was here. If I had a wingman, this would be shooting by. Time would be flying like the wind. But as it is, when I'm here on my own, grinding against Manus, barely able to keep up with chat, flicking my eyes from left to right, trying to figure out what's going on with the community, I'm all at sea, and half an hour has passed and appeared to be like an hour. Whereas when he was here, an hour passed into what seemed like 10 minutes. Ah, well. Another day we'll get a wingman in. We'll have someone sitting next to me. Ooh, dear oh me. Ah, nosy. No! It would be cool to have the stream be so big that I could actually get guests in. That would be awesome. Like, turn it into a chat show. Not a chat show necessarily, but just an interesting person playing games. Actually, comedians. Probably better to get comedians. They'd be funny. Interesting people, you know. Yeah. They might not be any good at computer games, or indeed interested in computer games. Although there's an idea. Maybe I should nip up the old people's home and see if I can recruit a few geriatric players to come along, and I can try and form a team of elderly players who we can take to tournaments. Now that would be interesting. I mean, they're retired, right? They've got free time. All I've got to do is infuse them with the desire to play games. In fact, maybe I could like take the first all silver-haired team to some kind of championship. That would be pretty good. It is on stream, indeed. I haven't put myself offline on chat. On Steam. I probably should have. Oh no. It's going to be brong, brong, brong for the next 10 minutes. But I suppose that's okay. There's nothing for you here in chat. Keep your eyes on that game. That's it. Be a good little streamer now. Good lord. Farting. At least this is all much more light, frothy fun weirdness going on in the chat tonight. Prismatic orbs! It got really crazy last night. We were talking about all sorts of mental stuff. I kept going to a dark place. You've got to try and stay out of that dark place when you're streaming, because one day you could possibly flap your gums, I should have said, and out will pop something so outrageously controversial that Twitch will just push the ban button and they'll just replace you with a mushroom cloud. Metaphorical mushroom cloud, of course. I doubt the Twitch staff have access to nuclear weapons. Although you never know. You never know. This Twitch thing could just be a front. Blah! No, Hitler didn't come up. Hitler didn't need to come up. You know. Oh. Although that's weird that tonight the chat was all relatively benign and relatively calm and happy and puerile with a few fart jokes thrown in, and then Hitler came up. So take from that what you will. That's a good point. Hitler did kill Hitler, so he kind of redeemed himself towards the end there. Well, I say redeemed himself. That's probably a bad thing to say. Ah, Jesus, that's going to be on YouTube now. Someone's going to take that little sample and slur my name. Let me just be clear. Let me just state for the record, Hitler did not redeem himself by killing himself. He'd gone way beyond the line for redemption at that point. So yeah, all good. Well, not all good. Obviously, it's horrific, but you know. No more talking about Hitler. New rule, new stream rule. Stream rule 3, no talking about Hitler. In any context. There we go. So it is said, so it be done. Prismatic orbs. Ah, my goodness, my goodness. Another run. Another attempt, and another death, probably. Let's be realistic here. So far tonight my performance hasn't been what you would describe as glittering, unless you've got a turd nearby with glitter on top, and that is the reference point you're using for the phrase glittering. Well, I believe a turd would be far more likely to glisten than glitter. Oh, a bit of morale. Ooh, retrieval! That was supposed to be for dignity, but unfortunately I undid any hopes of dignity by just getting smashed in the top of the head by a gorilla-like abyssal palm. Abyssal palm? That sounds like some kind of tree. Down the back of the garden we planted some lovely abyssal palms. What kind of hideous nectar would come forth from an abyssal palm coconut, I wonder? Just pure darkness. You crack open the coconut, it's pure black pith is in there, and you can eat that, and out pours oil black abyssal coconut water. Well, there you go. There's a little tangent for you. I was thinking I haven't really said anything that weird tonight. I'm doing quite well. And there he goes off on a little reverie about abyssal palms and the fruit that they may bear, or indeed nuts. They're nuts, aren't they? Coconuts. It's in the name, really. Although I suppose peanuts aren't nuts. Peanuts are actually peas. There you go, little fact for the day. Peanuts are not nuts. They are a legume. And as a leguminous plant, one would assume they put nitrogen back into the soil. Darth Barker, 1970. Interesting name. I reckon a custom intro could go on that one if you come back. I could figure out something. I could put a bell on it. Prismatic orbs. I'm going to look back at the chat now and check that there's no more Hitler talk. Oh, I see V1 and V2. That sounds very World War II German. In fact, I can see World War II. Oh my goodness, the whole thing's still. We've gone History Channel. Oh no. I think it's Shark Week as well, so we shouldn't be going all History Channel. We should be going Discovery Channel. But we'll be doing that later on in Microscopy Corner. Oh, here we go. Everyone should be aware, if you're a new viewer, that the wonderful Rip there is either yanking our chain or labouring under the delusion that he is actually a dog. I've said this before, I find it highly difficult to believe that a dog would be watching live streams. But nonetheless, as I've said before also, I am not a professional psychologist or any kind of mental health worker, so it would be a little bit foolish of me to try and pop any bubbles or burst any dreams. So, as it is, in order to avoid any risk to or further damage to Rip's mental health, we will just humour this. He is a dog for the purposes of the stream. Forged finds it disturbing. You're not the only person. I'm pretty sure there's... starting to think I might want to put an age appropriate or a mature audiences only tag on the last few streams I've done, because what the Jiminy Cricket's going on there? Wasn't expecting him to pop out behind me. I almost totally forgot about him. Well, I say almost totally, obviously totally forgot about him, otherwise I wouldn't have been going... Oh, I'm not saying there should be a prohibition on dogs watching the stream. I am merely sceptical of the fact that they would do so of their own volition. You know, not much for a dog in a stream. Or at least that's my perception of it. I mean, I cannot speak for dogs. I am not a dog. But, you know, I've seen dogs. I've heard them. You know, I know a modicum of stuff. I have a patina of knowledge about dogs. And from that known series of facts, I have extrapolated the decision, prismatic orbs, that dogs would not really choose to watch streams given a choice. I mean, these games definitely seem to be made for people, right? I mean, this is a people game. I'm not playing with some elaborate pet toy, am I? Have I been hoodwinked? Am I eating dog biscuits? Metaphorical dog biscuits, of course. I don't mean literally. Obviously, I'm not eating dog biscuits. I'm not eating. Unless I'm labouring under a deep psychosis myself. Perhaps this is an entirely hallucinated experience and nobody is watching this. That chat is just something I'm imagining. You are all my Tyler Durdens. I am not a unique and special snowflake. Oh, Crivens. Here we go. No, 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 no. Get out, get out. Regen time. Howdy doody. Or Regenteam, or whatever. I can't preempt the pronunciation of your name. I have to have it explained to me. I'm weak on pronunciation sometimes. I see a word and I stare at it in chat and I go, how do I pronounce this? I don't know. But I give it a go anyway. Oh my goodness. See, a pet is only one bite away from becoming a pest and having a call from Rent-A-Kill put in under its name. So, you know, think on that. It doesn't mean anything. You know, don't actually think I've said anything profound. That was definitely unprofound. It was profoundly silly, but not just profound. Oh no. Do you think what? What are you suggesting there, Tyler? Prismatic orbs. Are you suggesting that this is all some kind of Matrix-induced dream kind of thing, but we are all actually, in fact, not people, but dogs. I mean, there's a film in there. It's called The Matrix. Trying to keep up with Chad. Too hard. Focus on... No, Estes! Ah, you silly tit. Right, Estes, immediately. Come on. That's it, we're good. And we're locked on, and bugger. Now I've got less life than if I'd just... done that. Okay, get out. Get out. Stop being greedy. Clear the route. Uh-oh. Crap. Okay, take this seriously. Stop looking at the chat and trying to think of witty things to say and showing off. And try showing off in Dark Souls. That's what you got to do, scoundrel. And keep talking to yourself in the third person, because that's good for your mental health, right? No. No. That triple shot. Oh, but he didn't kill me with it though. He says, dead. Oh my goodness, there's loads of people. The psychosis is spreading. There's some kind of contagion in the stream. A mind virus hidden in the game itself, only to be unleashed when the game is restreamed, not when you play it the first time round. I'm immune, I don't believe I'm a dog, but all the people watching, all the people out there, slowly having their brain chemistry altered by sound waves and flashing patterns of light hidden in the screen and speakers, and slowly having their brains turned into that of canines. Or maybe not. I mean, now that I think about it, having said it out loud, that sounds outrageously silly. That sounds like something that probably wouldn't happen. I mean, they wouldn't even make a TV show out of that, would they? Nah, they might make a kids film out of it. Pretty weird kids film, but nonetheless, a kids film. Speaking of kids films, you've all got to check out a couple of these movies. You've got to watch Irreversible, not a kids film, and you also have to watch The Holy Mountain, also not a kids film. So just speaking of films, not kids films, in particular, you know. Nice. Actually, I will warn you, anyone who hasn't actually seen either of those films, we've spoken about them before on the stream, but Irreversible, don't watch it unless you're really into like out there exploitation cinema. It's French, and you will cross your legs at some point while you're watching it as you get a horrible tingle all through your body. And The Holy Mountain is just mental, utterly batshit insane. There is barely a second that goes by where the previous second relates cogently to the second you're experiencing right now. I cannot stress the insanity of it. Well, I can stress the insanity of it. I am stressing the insanity of it. What I'm saying is I cannot stress the insanity enough. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit too emphatic. I'm walking off on a little tangent there, babbling away with great gesticulating moves, and I should be focusing on fighting this fool. There you go, leave it late, and that swing won't connect. Oh, what am I doing? Boom. You love it, sir. Get out, get out. No. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was never going to happen. Denied. If you would all give me one moment, I just have to clear my throat and have a little cry, because I want to play a different game so badly. One day I will complete Dark Souls, and I will emerge blinking into the light, looking at all the other games available to me, going, "You mean I can play any of them? I can play any game I want? Oh!" And it will be a glorious moment, but for now I am chained to Dark Souls, shackled by an oath. Why did I say I'd complete the whole game? Why did I say I'd do the DLC? Why did I say I'd stream it all so I can't just lie and say I did? Oh well. Shan't dwell on the past. Let's look forward to the future. Let us keep hope in our hearts. Shit. and shit in our pants. There we go. That's going to go on my flag when I set up my own little nation. We're going to have hope in our hearts and shit in our pants. I mean, it's probably not the most attractive thing, but you know, I only want to, you know, get true believers coming to my new country. You know, they've got to be able to see that the flag doesn't necessarily mean everything. In fact, it means nothing. Flags are meaningless. I mean, unless you're using them to transmit messages, in which case they are not meaningless. They are meaningful. No! There's a whole shipping language, isn't there, based on flags? Prismatic orbs. Okay, we've hit the 50-minute mark. 10 minutes and I'm going to have a break. Just so everyone's fully aware of the situation, there's going to be a short pause, an intermission if you will, an interlude, during which I will play some music, which I got permission to play, fools. There ain't going to be no muting on that. Indeed, it was created specifically for the stream. Ooh, delicious. Shit in your harp and hope in my pants. That still works. That works as a phrase. Maybe that could be our phrase instead. When I set up my new world, my new community, my new civilization. Not ideally post-apocalyptic, but let's face it, that's probably the only chance I'm going to ever get to run everything. Or anything. Nobody's going to ever put me in charge of anything. That is a bad idea. That is a singularly bad idea. Okay, we're getting there. Teshem, hello there. We've got new people popping in all the time tonight. Something's happening. Suddenly, floods of people. I know what it is. I'm not streaming on a Sunday evening when everybody's going, oh, I've got work or school or whatever. They're all like so disheartened they can't bear to watch streams. Whereas a Monday, everyone's come back from work or school and gone, ah, that's nice. That's much better. Wait, what day is it? Oh yes, it's Monday, of course. I was just checking. I could. I'm unemployed at the moment. I lose track of the day. It's horrible. Although, job interview on Thursday, so good stuff there. But you don't want to hear about that, and to be honest, I shouldn't really be telling you about it. It's private stuff. So let's talk about Dark Souls. Come on, this is a gaming stream. All you guys babbling on about dogs and vegan bacon and other such things. Although I appreciate it that it's much better than last night. Prismatic orbs. You know, we should be talking about Dark Souls here. Exclusively. Solely. I mean, admittedly, I have done a lot of the transgressing here. I've been talking about other things, but come on. If we are going to be a community, if we're ever going to get together and form a new civilization, not necessarily out of the ashes of the old, we might be able to go somewhere else, you know. We'll set up our own little world. Maybe we could go to the moon. But other people have already got their eyes set on the moon. Let's think of something else. Let's tunnel into the earth and build an underground city. That would be nice, wouldn't it? We could, just thinking on it, no sunlight. It would be kind of like this. Yeah, okay, maybe not underground. Maybe we could do it under the sea. Under the sea. Forgive me, I don't actually know how that song goes. I was of an age when that film came out. I was a little bit too old to watch it. And not old enough to have kids who would make me watch it. He's at the age of not believing. There you go, bed knobs and broomsticks. There's an oldie. Oh my god, what's going on tonight? Oh great shark, you have missed nothing. Nothing except more sorrow, woe and misery dished out by Manus right into my lap. Whereupon he bends my back viciously, pushes my face into my own groin and makes me eat it all up. But I haven't dropped a C-bomb yet tonight, so I must be in higher spirits, eh? I must be doing better. Because, last two sessions, there's been some real fruit on the vine. There's been some terribly ripe language. I'm trying to rein it in tonight. I'm trying to a few less fucks and absolutely no cunts. Ugh, done it again. Excellent news. In we go. Or off we go, rather. Once more into the abyss, my friends. Probably Esther's a little early there, he might catch me up. I wish my Gravelord sword had been updated a bit more. I wish I'd, you know, upgraded it to beyond +4. Because I have a feeling, pardon me, that I would be having a much easier time of it if this was a more impressive weapon. Prismatic orbs! But unfortunately, it is not. It is a measly +4 Gravelord sword. But as the current highest damage dealer in my arsenal, it is the weapon I choose to use, even if it is slow and unwieldy. Of course, I could switch to the Uchigatana and a shield, but then, though my blows would be many and swift and would land true, they would be like toothpick attacks on an elephant. Futile and useless, chipping away 92 health points at a time. Worthless! Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Let's calm down. Let's get back to the real world, or rather Dark Souls. Not at all real. In fact, in reality, nothing but a torrent of ones and zeros falling through a logic tree. Except I am the only branch on the tree, and they all bump into me. Jesus Christ. Anyone would think I was high. Out of range, haha. Hoo! Yeah, you love it when you miss me. I miss it when you love me. Scrutux! Actually, I should probably... I think I will waive the swear ban for the word bollocks, because I think it has less impact worldwide. It's only in the UK where people really use that, so it doesn't really... It's like if someone in an English speaking language goes merde, no one really bats an eyelid. Excuse my French. Pardon me. I'm laughing at my own jokes. Fake laughing at my own jokes indeed. Unforgivable. Terrible stuff. They will hang, draw and quarter me for sure. My genitals will be sent to Geneva, my eyes to Bangkok. I don't know why I chose those particular two countries for my dismembered body parts to be sent to after a hanging, drawing and quartering, but whatever. Whatever! Don't question it. You start asking questions of that kind of thing, you're going to be going to a weird place. No one's ever going to understand it. I don't understand it. Look at these pointy shoes. Every stream there is a moment where they catch my eye again, and I just have my breath taken away by their outrageous pointiness. Not just the front, the back. Excellent. I think after my break I'm going to be muting the Steam chat. I can't have too many brongs and pop-ups coming up. That would be outrageously good. But good? Bad! See, this is what this boss does. I do him so many times. I repeat the same actions over and over again that learning the moves displaces words and grammar in my mind, and I start babbling and saying things wrong. That's definitely what's causing it, right? I'm sure of it. Prismatic orbs. This is a DLC area indeed. I made the most tragic mistake of my life when I decided that I was going to stop fighting Gwyn and go, yeah, I'm going to complete all the DLC before I stop playing Dark Souls, and then very rapidly passed the happiness barrier and got into the zone of I have to play it because I'm streaming it. Otherwise I'm going to disappoint like 10 people on the internet, and that's just not done. That is not the done thing. Here we go. We got one hit in. I managed to count coup, so this cannot be called a totally shit attempt. There is at least some meat on the attack bone. What the funky chicken am I talking about? I should stop talking. When I get through that grey door, I should immediately go into boss fighting mode. I should shut up. Boo! Total silence. No looking at the chat. No longing glances over to see what my adoring community is saying. I should just focus on the game. I mean, that is after all what Twitch is all about, right? Right? What do I know? Nothing. Clearly nothing about Dark Souls. Calamite? Who's Calamite? There's another boss in the DLC. You're having a laugh. I thought I thought it was this guy and then Gwyn. Don't tell me there's more people between here and there. Oh my fucking hell. Alright, we better get on with it. Oh wait! We've had an hour, ladies and gentlemen. That means it's time for me to take a break and then find out what this buzzing on my phone is all about. I should have looked at that earlier. It might be my partner telling me something terrible's happened. I hope it's not. Emails? Emails? I don't need no stinking emails. Anyway, bye bye YouTube for now. I'll see you when I come back from my break. And I'm unfortunately going to have to tell you that you're going to miss all the secret stuff that I do with the live streamers. Secret stuff? Why don't you come and check it out live? It's pretty good. It's not that good. It's alright. I mean, I enjoy it. I don't know. Maybe not everyone else. There's only like 12 people in at the moment. I mean, that's not really a representative sample of humankind. We can't make any judgments based on what these guys say. We need a lot more people. Anyway, enough. Goodbye, YouTube.